In Rocksteady's latest Batman game, it's easy to forget the golden rules of Batman. Don't use guns, don't kill people. When you knee a guy in the face with your full force and an armored kneecap, and you're a trained martial artist, if he doesn't die, he's at least gonna have some serious injuries that could end up leading to death. Still counts, Batman. I'm Alanah, this is Button Bash, and today we're talking about Batman probably actually killing people in Batman Arkham Knight. First, let's take a look at Batman himself before we get into that big old clearly murderous tank he calls a Batmobile. Game's Radar actually consulted a doctor on some of the Bat's favorite melee moves regarding Batman's decision to yank a soldier into some metal bars seemingly as hard as he possibly can. The doctor consulted, Dr. Hussein, said that while most people can survive that kind of blow, it could end up leaving the victim with brain injury. So hey, they might not die, but maybe they'll never be able to move or talk again. Well, good thing Batman doesn't have any rules about that. Inverted takedowns, where Batman leaves someone hanging from a rafter strung up by their feet in a piece of rope, kind of depends on how long they're hanging there for. Considering they're unconscious by the time they're hanging, and a lot of the places this happens are pretty far out of reach, I'd guess it's quite a while. How do people even get them down from there, really? Dr. Hussein said, when someone is upside down for long periods of time, the blood rushes to the head and lungs and causes pooling of blood where it shouldn't be. This can cause something known as pulmonary edema, which in turn can cause raised blood pressure and stroke. Nice one, bats. But then there's just regular punching. We already know a regular punch-up can leave people dead, so how about when it's Batman, again, a trained martial artist who's twice as strong as most people, and wearing full body armor? We don't even need to consult a doctor on this. There is no way Batman hasn't killed someone just by punching them a few times. Dr. Hussein mentions that a lot of Batman's punches would cause internal bleeding and organ damage, which obviously comprises the functionality of the lungs and heart, which are pretty important to that thing we call life. Then there's baseball bats to the head, elbows to the throat, electric batarangs, and then there's the Batmobile. First things first, car crashes. If you're driving something that can take out concrete posts without so much as a scratch, just have a think about what that might do to someone you've just had a head-on, high-speed collision with. Batman can rev his actual tank into other people's cars, which people are driving, and they probably ain't gonna live. There's also an immobilizer, which is actually just a rocket that explodes on impact, clearly burning whoever is driving. That explosion is gonna cause extensive burn injuries, so if the drivers don't straight up die, it's at least going to badly disfigure people. Oh well, good thing Batman doesn't care about mutilating people, he just doesn't want them to die. It also has, like, tasers? It has its own tasers on the sides, basically so that anyone who was already hit by this enormous hulking thing is also visibly electrocuted and flung into a nearby wall. You're gonna tell me that people are surviving that, Batman? Maybe some do, but adding that to your car seems like pretty blatant dismissal of the whole let's not kill anyone thing. Dr. Hussein said, both the electric shock and the force of impact can cause serious bodily damage and, in turn, death. Yeah. No joke. I mean, I actually really could keep going. There's actually way more, but I think you get the idea here. Batman kills people. People die. Stop trying to act like you aren't a goddamn murderer, Batman, you pretentious bastard. Yeah, I just made a bat bastard pun. I'll see myself out. Thanks for watching Button Bash.